Good morning, evening, afternoon, night, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another adventure with Sergeant Bezek as we continue our Hogwarts Legacy journey. Last time, we did a side quest that involved us finding a secret area.
Parting ways with me.
Anyways, and now we are going to do a few more side quests. Talk to the muttering man behind the three broomsticks. Ackley Barnes.
Sir,
Ooh.
is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with.
Was there any reason behind it?
Volatile.
You're kind of proving his point, but I mean, it could be frustrating.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacular he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture.
What?
I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant lastly?
I've done a few things, but no, I'm not comfortable with this one. I'm playing the goody two-shoes right now. Ladies and gents, I'm the Gryffindor one. Maybe if I was any other house,
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me.
No.
Very well. I'll see what I...
Excellent.
What?
I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous... Remember, I just need that venomous tentacular.
Okay.
Mr. Barnes will only get in trouble going down this path. I need to find another way to get him a venomous tentacular.
Do I just return to him?
Hello, Mr. Barnes.
Wish I could see Lawley's... Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Is he gonna tell?
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's.
Okay, I didn't want to do...
To see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
I didn't want to do that one once I realized what it was. I wish there was a way to just completely say no to it. But, hey. That's what the game... That was the options the game gave us. Well, it's only a level 1 lock. Let's get rid of this. Oh. Sir. What? I could have sworn that's where I started. Sorry.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Ooh. Gray nightcap. Yeah. Ornamental stands. Okay. Well, first we need to wait for it to turn to night. Because these places are just open 24/7.
Revelio.
Okay, field guide page as well. The Three Broomsticks private room is a secluded space off the main room of the pub. Hogwarts professors appreciate having a separate area in which to gather to avoid encountering students. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the students appreciate the professors having a separate area as well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that little black box on the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know why that is there. It only pops up when I'm recording. So it's something, if you guys can see it, I'm sorry. If you can't, great. That's just something on my end. I'd rather just be me than you guys. Alright, now let's Go talk to the proprietor of
Glad
this
you
store.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Probably not
Hello,
good.
my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Yes.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat,
Good.
and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again.
Smart.
But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've
Really?
actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student.
Okay.
I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process.
Ah.
A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does she need supplies for her Wiggenweld potions?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying traveling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity. What with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Makes sense, but why did you leave a box of letters there?
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Probably. Okay.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill.
Ooh.
Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it.
Okay, so this is a little bit...
Just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Alright, so it's going to be a little bit more than just go there, search the house. Which is good. Alright, world map. Go, 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 go. Loading times, you've not seen me cut any of the loading times, because usually...
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
What do you mean where to find her? But anyway, the loading times haven't been too bad.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him.
Makes sense.
If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Alright, but here's some right now.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Quick and
Sirona
easy.
also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. I
Ooh.
was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch.
No clue what that means.
Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Okay, so if I didn't have the Horklumps, I could do both at the same time. That is smart. So it's not a pure fetch quest while being a pure fetch quest.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
I can believe that. Since they don't have magic to rely on it, they'd have to learn all the small ins and outs of gardening.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
That is always a weird thing.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Get a broom out.
Hope they know what they're doing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty interesting if you think back on it, just how
This
much you
must be the cabin
change.
Mrs. Sprottle.
Forget about that goblin helm you licked.
Oh, that was way better than it should have been. Haha. Yeah, I think I'm killing these people. Which I don't think it's a good thing for a student to be doing. But then again, who knows? Maybe they have got some weird logic, like in the...
Visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Lumos.
Nope, not that kind, but like in the Spider-Man game that
That's
was
all the whole clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
but oh.
Revelio.
Huh.
Lumos.
Oh. Good, good, good.
Confringo.
There we go. Now I don't have to keep that up. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't even remember. Oh well. Brain just ain't what it used to be. What in the world down there? Collect Sirona's letters. Okay. What in the world was this old man doing down here? Serious question. I get it, he was getting Horklump juice, but...
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Nope, it's fighting. Come on, lock on. There we go. Oh, I thought I dodged. Okay, we'll put you there, and then we'll throw you there. There we go. Ah, that didn't work. Oh well. Alright, hit a troll with its own boulder. Well, it's gonna be an easy victory. Ah, darn it. Should not have held onto it. Oh, wrong button. Yes! Not only did I hit it with its own boulder, but I also hit it with its own mace. Oh boy. There we go. Keep it up. I could probably beat this guy right now if I just use ancient magic, but I want to be able to win it with my own work, not relying on that. Oh, look at that. Trolls are just no bother anymore.
My large friend.
Dittany... What are Dittany leaves doing down here?
Revelio.
Oh, over here is where I need to go. I see. Seriously, so that guy, that old man, just avoided that troll altogether. Makes sense. Oops. Look at all these things. Shrivel fruit. Alright. Lots of Horklump juice. I have a lot. Darn it, didn't mean to go that way. Ooh, what's this over here? Shrivel fig fruit. Oh, come on. Didn't think there would also be a fluxweed stem. Oh well, all good. I seriously don't think those few metal bars would have been enough to keep the troll out. Just saying. Dear Serona, when I arrived here, I had trouble sensing that in many ways I wasn't like other first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not been the proper place for me, and pondering sending out on my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of class had ended. How did you know? Presume you're not secretly Legolimez, but I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripping ink woefully onto the floor, you came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. Well, if you're doing that sort of thing, of course she's going to tell that you're in trouble. Come on. I recall a sudden sense of relief as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me. You told me about how nervous you'd been coming to Hogwarts. I looked at you, and it seemed beyond my imagination to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in non-magical sense, I mean, everyone around you without apology, embracing who you were and who they were. It was as though a candle had flickered on me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year which I had been seems worlds away. But I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of the pub so generously extend yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Okay. But why would a first year be at the Three Broomsticks and Hogsmeade? I thought that was a... Was it a four? No, it was a third year. Third year is when you were supposed to be able to start doing it. My dear Serona, I sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for the hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. but a lovely respect from the castle. I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe he was singing? And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you in next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match for all of Slytherin this year. Most gratefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Okay. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether. And now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House will not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sheen. Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Frankie to make your favorite, cream crowdie. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at this time of year. Genius, that Finky.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona.
Dear Mrs.
We're glad to have it
Sprottle,
back.
Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I had spent the afternoon at Gladrag's last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice in my new dress. Challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. Know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gratefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
Okay. I mean, that's a nice little extra thing. These sessions I have been enjoying a lot. Oh, okay. I'd almost dropped my controller. Oh, let's see what's up here. Oh. Poachers. Slice and Ashwinder duelists while they're casting
It's all
Reducto.
about having a keen eye. Take me, for instance. My eye's as keen as a niffler's on a pile of gold or a nogtail to a sow. No, I'm not bragging. That's just the truth, that is. Can't help me natural gifts, can I?
Okay, the duelists I'm not going to touch. You, though.
Is that you, Royland? Loud as a troll you are. Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson! Barely a scratch.
There we go. See. Oh boy. Oh, that was two right in a row, very quick.
No one to share in my victory.
It's okay. You'll find somebody later. What's this up here? Oh, that's where I just was. Okay. Now we just need to go back to Sirona. I do feel like this game, they do have every now and then small bits where you can tell they didn't, I don't know if it was the developers or somebody did not fully know Hogwarts
I'll be with you in just a minute.
and the rules. It's not anything major. It doesn't happen often, but a first year being in Hogsmeade, yeah, they wouldn't allow that. Well, maybe they changed things over time. Maybe I'm overthinking these.
Doors
but-
always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Revelio.
You did away with all those dark wizards? Oh, I can't believe it.
And get some money. Best and easiest way to get money. There we go. Oh yeah, I can't use the broom in here. Sad. But that's okay. We're gonna do this, and then... How much time do we got left? Got a decent amount of time. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're only about 25 minutes in. So maybe I'll decide once I'm done with this.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
Is Marable Professor Garlic?
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlic?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
That is true. That is true. I do agree on that.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand.
Of course.
And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Were you on the Quidditch team?
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
Dear Lord.
I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
Wait, do they allow people to come in from outside to watch these Quidditch matches? Because that's new.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Yeah, that is true. Keg, okay. Alright, I think that's all the main side quests. Oh, wrong button. Oh well. Quests. Yeah, Dandelion Keys. Man Behind the Moons. Still need 13. Oh, those two I'm not worried about. How many of these do I got? I got 4. Alright, ladies and gents, I am going to end this episode here. I'm going to sell some of these magical beasts, and then we're going to go talk with Sebastian and his sister. If you like this content, make sure to leave a like, a rumble, a fiery thing, a something to let myself and others know this content is enjoyed. Make sure to leave comments in the comment section below of the good, the bad, the ugly. I can take the criticism. And if you want to stay up to date on all the Hogwarts Legacy or whatever else might be playing, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe.